Okay, legends, welcome back to the channel with another Kaiju number 8 video. Now, in this video, we'll be updating the tier list. We have 3 new characters that have joined us in our campaign so we can progress, and they're new characters that are top tier and they're really good. So we're gonna put them here and we're gonna adjust the tier list as well. The last update we did, because Sagan was dropped into the game, we didn't have new characters, and now we have new characters that are absolutely fantastic. Including the new Hoshina that dropped, and many people are asking when we are going to update the tier list. This is a work of many other people that helped me throughout the community, so we can determine who's the best and where we use them and why the changes will happen. Okay, before we continue, this is the best time for you to start your Raid Shadow Legends journey. If you want to get a best start using my link down in the description below, you're gonna get access to 3 legendary champions and 3 epic champions through the progress of your game. On the 7th day, you're gonna get access to Mikey as a legendary character as well that will help you throughout every campaign and every single mode, and Elenaril that is exclusive to my code. You can go and get it, and if you use the promo code Desert Queen, of course you're gonna get the beautiful support to Hunarak, and it will help you a lot. Make sure to use my link down in the description below so you can get all these benefits plus a lot of rewards and have the best start for your account. Okay, now before we start inputting our characters that we got newly to the game, we need to make a little bit of adjustment to this tier list. Okay, there's a lot of places that are gonna be changed. It doesn't mean that the characters are not good, but they are more universally used. If you see me upgrading or putting characters on top, and if you see that I'm downgrading some characters, it means they are not that much usable and they're not that much important as the others that you're gonna see in this game. Okay, so basically they changed. We played the early game. This tier list was valid to the early game. This is why we do the updates, because now we're getting bosses and mechanics that are a little bit more complicated or a little bit more need a specific synergy or specific type of characters so you can go and defeat them. And these are the characters that you can build. Like, you can build these specific characters that I'll be putting in on top, and they will help you throughout everything in the game. Okay, so first of all, we're gonna be talking about Sagan. Sagan, she's a great unit. Is she a tier 0? Actually not. She's on top of the S tier. The cool thing about her, she's a blunt character, and plus she's a fire, so she inflicts debuff. She's elemental blunt. You can use her versus elemental bosses, and you can use her versus blunt bosses. She's absolutely fantastic. She gives the attack buff. She revives herself. The cool thing about her, and different about her and Esau, you need to dupe him up with multiple dupes so you can get him to revive himself. And trust me, you don't need that. Actually, he never dies. He's the most tankiest unit in the entire game. But for Sagan, she's a little bit, maybe, she's tanky as him, but a little bit maybe less. And on her passive, she dies, she revives herself once in the game or in the battle, which is really nice. You don't need dupes on her. Good units, solid units, both of them. Now, the cool thing about Esau, and this is the logic behind us doing this, okay? He's gonna go to tier 0. You're gonna tell me, what are you talking about? You're crazy. The game became a little bit harder versus the boss. You need a little bit of sustain. If you don't want to play healer, you can play only his shields, and trust me, he will keep your entire lineup surviving. Okay, absolutely fantastic unit. Plus, you can play him on a team that goes and defeats blunt. Now, if we get another tank that does the same thing as him and Sagan, but they are double faction, right? You're gonna use them instead of him, and they will be the top 0. He will drop to tier S. Okay, absolutely beautiful character. He deals damage according to his defense. You can build him fully on defense, and you're gonna see him deal good amount of damage for a tank unit that is not supposed to deal that much of damage. Okay, now Reno and Gen, absolutely tier 0. You can't debate that. I would say Gen is more usable in most of the content. Now, for Reno, he's a support and a damage dealer at the same time. Well, you ask me how? Because everybody on your lineup, if he has ice crystals on everybody or on the enemies, everybody that attacks these units with ice crystals, they're gonna deal a portion of damage according to his attack to the enemy, which will raise your DPS bar. You can play him solo carry with 3 supports, and you're gonna see that everybody are doing their job on the team and everybody are doing high numbers of damage. This is how good he is. Plus, he's double element. It means he's element and he's shot. So he does 2 types of damages, and he can remove 2 plates at the same time, which is absolutely beautiful. He can remove the elemental one and the shot one, or the common one if you want. Similar to him, Gen. Now, Gen is no element, but he's a shot and slash at the same time. So versus bosses that he deals slash damage at the same time, and he deals shot damage. So if they have common plate and they have slash plate, he's gonna remove the slash plate and the common plate. 2 at the same time. Now, if he is attacking a shot boss and common, or shot and slash, he's also gonna remove 1 at a time. So he's beautiful. And again, if he's fighting any other Kaijus, if they have common plate, 3 common plates, he removes 2 at the same time. He doesn't remove only 1 because he's 2 types of damage. He's the most unique character in the entire game that does 2 types of physical damage at the same time. This is why he removes 2 types of plates, or 2 plates at the same time. Absolutely a great character, and he's super fast. He takes turn, he cut waves, he's speedy, and he gains his turn meter, so he will be used in everywhere. Again, Esau is one of the most tankiest units. As a tank, he's the tier 0 tank, not Sagan. Sagan is the S tier right now. But when it comes to element and blunt, and you want to use her as a utility unit, she does better than him. But in general, he does better than her. Kaiju number 8. Now you're gonna see this, and all of you start like, what is going on? You might cry because of this. He goes to the top A tier. He's the best free-to-play unit in the entire game. You must build him on your account and have him as a unit that can go and do all for you. You don't need to build a weapon for him. You don't need to build uniparts for him. Just skill him up, level him up, and that's it. You are ready to go. This is why he's super important. The only thing about him is he's capped at some points. You can't increase his crit rate by default because you can't put weapons or uniparts on him. So he's basically at 55% crit rate, let's say. So you need to play somebody that buffs crit rate like Hoshina as battle buddy, give him 20%, and somebody as the new support that we have that will buff him by like 20% also, and he will go to 90% crit rate. But he will stay at 55%, and he buffs himself with crit rate as well when you use his combat skill. So he will go actually to 100% using these conditions on your lineup. Perfect unit, deals a lot of damage, blunt damage. He absolutely shreds the mini Kaijus, the Kaijus that are not the boss. So if they're below 50% HP, he's gonna eliminate them. This is why he drops a little bit. You're gonna see that these 3 units are still at S tier. Absolutely, yes, they are magnificent. Hoshina is the best single support, and he can buff somebody and give you the damages, buff their speed, and give you crit damage, give you crit rate, gives everything. This guy is absolutely a monster. Similar to him, this is the most underrated support in the game. Many people are shining on him, but Mina is absolutely fantastic. Now, what you can do with Mina is buff somebody with morale with her combat skill, buff somebody else with morale with her combat skill, and that's it. When she does her ultimate, even if they don't have morale anymore, the previous characters that did have the morale will take the buff from her ultimate. This is how good she is. Plus, she's gonna buff you in damages, she's gonna buff you in morale, and she's gonna buff your attack as well. Absolutely a beautiful unit. These are the 2 cheap supports that you can get for free because you're gonna summon and you're gonna get them. The super tanky healer, absolutely in love with her, okay? Ikari, she's absolutely beautiful. She's one of the best characters right now for me. I went through, yes, I didn't 3-star everything, but because of her, I was able to survive with all of my characters on the lineup. She's there just whenever you need a heal, she's gonna drop it. And she's the only healer, AoE healer plus single target healer massively. And you can play her on a set that will heal everybody. You can play her on an set, she increases her HP, and she will heal more because of her HP. She heals according to her maximum HP. This is why she's on S tier. The moment that we get an SSR healer, just an SSR healer who auto attacks and heals, she's dropping to B tier. You don't even need to use her anymore, she'll be situational. But so far, no healer in the game. Who's the tier 0 in this game for healing? She is. But I'm not gonna put her in tier 0. Tier 0, it means in the future, you're also gonna depend on her. She's not gonna fall off a lot. I'm telling you, she's now on S tier. The moment we get an SSR healer that is slightly better than her, she's dropped to C, B, something like that. She's not gonna get to C, she's gonna get to B. Unless they give us another 4-star healer, then we're gonna compare them and see who's better. Now, Mina. Again, Mina is a great character. I'll not put her in S, not on A. For bossing, tier 0. For campaign, she's B. Generally, so you add tier 0 plus B, add, subtract, divide, whatever it is, she's on A. Similar to her, I would say the / normal Kikuru. She does AoE damage with her combat skill, semi-AoE, let's say. Hoshina as well, but Hoshina is slightly worse than her. Faster than her, but worse than her in crit rate terms until you dupe him up. By the end, they are almost similar, right? They are almost similar, just he's faster a little bit. She has base higher crit rate and crit damage than him as well. So, and she does debuffs. This is why I love that the unit that will do these things, she does defensive shred as well. Small, but it's very, very good. Now, another character, you can, like, between S and A, but I will not put him on S right now. If you want, because she's a healer, she's a Hodo healer, you can put her here and you can put him up there. she's a healer. In the end, she's gonna fall. I mean, I agree with them, but if we wanna be logical, you're not gonna use her in every content, and whenever you're gonna get all of these good lineups, build your units with their weapons, you're not gonna use her. You don't need a healer. You need somebody that will give you shields and buffs. He buffs. If he doesn't buffs, only gives shields, he will be in tier S. But here in tier 0, because he actually let you solo, or he solos protect you on your lineup. Rio is absolutely fantastic. The cool thing about him, he has in his kit a passive give attack for all allies by 20% if you max it out. Absolutely. He doesn't even need to do anything. He needs to be around. He needs to be on the lineup, and that's it. You don't need anything else. This is how good this character is. He will help you a lot, and plus he will give you speed buff, damage buff, as well with the attack buff when you get his ultimate up. And when he uses his second skill, which is the combat skill, he fills his combo meter. So you can use twice his combat skill and then use his ultimate like an SSR, like a top tier SSR. This is why he's good. These are the 3 great supports in the game as SSR can go. Now, why he's not tier 0, why I was putting him here, or why I want to keep him here, I will keep him on tier S, because if I want to recommend anybody to build supports, you need to build these SSRs, right? Before building anybody else on this lineup, okay? Because the new character that dropped into the game is better than him, which is Chester, okay? We're gonna put him on the tier list soon. Now, for Kota, he drops a little bit. I'm not gonna put him in C tier. He might be a C tier candidate, but we're gonna put him here. Plus Tay, we're gonna increase her here because they are double element. They can be used with debuffs. They can use, good debuffer as well, also with the attack down. She does a lot of fire damage, and she's elemental plus shot damage, so she's good. Kaiju number 8 is like Kafka is great. This is why he stay here and he maintain himself. We're gonna drop you. He's stunned, so I would say highly rated. He does a lot of debuffs, and because they are double elements, they are pushed a little bit to B tier. I would highly recommend you to build these units. This is the second, I would say, broken mechanic in the game. This is why I put him here. What's the broken mechanic about him? Just like Gen, he deals 2 types of physical damage, not elemental and then physical. It means when he hits with his second skill or his ultimate, he's dealing blunt and shot damage. He will remove 2 plates from the enemy. This is absolutely beautiful for shredding cores. So if you're playing him with Gen, 2 together with Narumi and him, they will absolutely remove the cores from the enemies. Now, depending on the enemies, of course, if they have blunt, he will work better than Narumi. If they have slash, Narumi will work better than him, but both of them has shot damage. This is the idea. I would put Kafka here, just honorable mention, because he transforms and he deals the same damages as a character from 5 stars. Iharu, I really want to put him in S, but we talked a lot about it. Iharu is the greatest debuffer in the game as the defense shred. He goes for almost 25% or I think 30% defense shred when you max his skill. He does electric shock on the enemies. You can play the AR on him whenever he hits somebody with a debuff, which he will because he inflicts debuff, and he does ultimate inflict debuff as well, which is defense down. And you compare him with debuffers, other debuffers with fire or ice or whatever, and he will increase his gauge and give you the ultimate to shred the enemies. Absolutely a beautiful unit. On his weapon, on his uniparts, you need to put in the middle, the chest one, you need to put ultimate gauge plus, okay? This is what you need to put on him so he can increase his ultimate gauge whenever he's attacking, so you can get his ultimate back to back, fast, because the defense shred is unbelievable. Now, the new characters, Chester, absolutely top tier, the best support in the game. Why is he the top support in the game? Because he's the only support that can give crit rate to all of your team. He buffs himself for 3 rounds and everybody gets the buff for 3 rounds of attack. He buffs attack, crit rate, crit damage, and give you turn meter boost. And you can play on him what I told you, the weapon, the AR, and buff with speed. So he can give 5 buffs at the same time. This is absolutely crazy. Unbelievable unit. It's a must pull if you're new on your account or you want to get a better progress. Now, Hoshina, again, tier 0. How many tier 0s, Vika? There's a lot. You need to drop them. But I can't be not. Okay, who's the best support? He is, so tier 0. He's the best support. In support category, tier 0. Who's the best tank? He is. So he's the best tank. We put him in tier 0. Now, who's the best healer? She is. But she's a 4-star. She's really tanky, but she doesn't offer you other than healing and survivability, but you're not gonna finish the battle faster. Now, if we get a support that heals and give you turn meter push, or attack buff, or crit rate, or crit damage, then we're gonna talk something differently. Hoshina. And I'm too biased for Reno. I hate to put anybody in front of him, but he's the ultimate boss killer, specifically with his kit. They made him a boss killer. Now, he's a blunt damage dealer. He's a slash damage dealer. The thing about him as a slash damage dealer, that he will not be viable as Narumi and as Reno in stages, but he will be super good against slash. He is even faster than Narumi with going to cutting in and taking turns over other units, other officers, and even other enemy kaijus. You will use his skill, then you're gonna use his skill again before the boss or the enemy attack, and you'll be like, didn't I just use him? This is how good he is. He's right now the best damage dealer if there's less than 2 enemies, which makes him a boss killer. He's like, the damages are solid, him and Mina. They do almost the same damages. He's slightly better. I think Mina, in the long term, she does better than him because of her just basic, she's built for bosses. He's built for everything. Until you kill all the ads that the bosses, especially the ones that they summon ads, you're gonna have 3, his damages decrease a little bit, then you kill 1, and then his damages will increase more. So you need to focus one of the ads. So this is why he loses a little bit of time, while Mina just goes and shreds, right? But until now, he's absolutely crazy. I can't believe that Jay just gave us him with a new support. Now, Kikuru straight up to tier S, okay? She's a tier S unit. She's absolutely beautiful, also great. The only downside about her, or she would be in tier 0 as well. But I wouldn't say tier 0, it means like tier 0 or oh my god, it's like SS or S plus, let's call it, okay? I'm calling it tier 0, it means like you must have them. No, there's nothing in this game called you must have them, okay? S plus or SS, okay? SS, whatever it is. You can build at least, I would tell you who you need to build 100%. Pick up from your selected summons, Narumi. If you started, just pick up this support, great. You can build the other supports, and now there's a rated up for him, you can pick him. There's a rated up for her, you can pick her. And that's, you built your team. If you get Esau in the future, that would be absolutely fantastic. That's it. If you get Kaiju number 8, absolutely fantastic as well. You're gonna get one of these two, so you're gonna have slash damage beside your Narumi, and you can complete your teams. I'm not saying that your account will fail if you don't have these SSS and S characters built on your account, but it will goddamn help a lot, right? It's absolutely fantastic. He changed the game in my perspective. Specifically, they dropped him on a boss, which is, we got the new raid boss that you need shot damage against them, and he has a lot of plates. You need to destroy the plates faster. So he takes a lot of turns. We put them like this. So we put Reno, Gen, him, and who did we put again? I think either him or Iharu, and we absolutely did over 1 billion, I think. I forgot the damages for the boss, and we destroyed the boss completely. His damages were skyrocketing. Naturally, Reno is the second highest to him in almost every content. This is how Reno is good. So if you missed out on Reno, don't worry. Every selected or every new limited character that will drop, he will be added to their pull. If you get shafted, you might pull him, which is nice. I just got his weapon too. I have his weapon and 2 dupes for it. And yeah, that's basically it. These are the tier list right now. Yes, many changed. Double factions, as you see here. Double physical or elemental or double physical. Absolutely beautiful. I'm yet to see triple. I'm yet to see somebody like Gen has slash and shot or blunt or whatever, 2 physical and 1 also elemental. So he's gonna be removing 3 plates. If they drop that unit, beware. If there's a unit that deals 3 types of damages, it means remove 3 plates at the same time versus bosses that have these flat plates. They're gonna be in the top tiers, okay? And yeah, that was it for the video. Let me know in your opinion, is that fair? Is Kaiju number 8 too harsh to drop him here? I was telling them people will not like it. He's the main protagonist. We need to keep him in S. But logically, yes, he drops a little bit. Like, there's different characters that she starts from the start of the battle with her ultimate, right? The only downside, she can't crit. That's all. She can't crit. If she can crit, that would be absolutely fantastic. Her ultimate can crit, her follow-up can crit, she can crit with her second skill or the combat skill and with her first normal attack. That's the only way that she can crit. So you don't need basically to build her on crit. You want to maximize her damages by giving her as much attack and damage dealt or damage increase as much as possible. And I'm just still testing her. By the way, another downside, if you don't have her gloves, she will do maybe 30% less damages on all content, because you will deal debuff with any, if you're playing a lineup that has one character that deals debuff, like Reno, or if you have her with the fire, or any debuffs from any debuffer from here, she's gonna increase her damages according to any debuff. So you play her with a full debuff team, she's shredding the bosses, she ignores defenses anyway, deals defense penetration, which is absolutely fantastic. But you need her, so she's a little bit expensive. You need her weapon, plus she cannot crit. That's the only, cannot crit on her ultimate and follow-up. She can crit on her combat skill, she can crit on her first skill. And I just want to remind you, if you want to join me with Raid Shadow Legends on my journey, you can use the link down in the description below for the best link to start a head start with 3 legendary champions and 3 epic champions with a lot of rewards, getting Elenaril as a carry. And you can use the promo code Desert Queen to get Tagoar as the best support right now to start your account. And on the 7th day of login, you're gonna get Mikey from the TMNT. You need to use this code before 30th of October, or this will expire and you're never gonna see Michelangelo again. So make sure to use my link down there. I'll keep it pinned in the comment section below, and have the best start for your account. That was it for the video. I'll be seeing you on the next time.